What's up, guys? Hope Shanley here. Tune into Pink World.
If I told you where my head's been lately, you'd be up all night like me. And no, I didn't want to cause a riot, but my blood runs deeper in Tennessee. There's this feeling that I've been fighting.
Welcome back to Pink World, everyone. I am your host, Lexi. And today we have some new faces here and some familiar faces. So I thought first I would start with a familiar face. We have our guest, Hope Shanley.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me.
Of course.
And I am the unfamiliar face of Maddie. Shout out Pink World. We're back.
Shout out Pink World. Shout out Do Over Don't. Check out the merch.
Tables have turned.
Tables have
severely turned.
And it's literally actually turned right around.
Literally.
So we're going to jump in today. Obviously, it's a little different because we're on this side, Hope's on this side. We were co-hosts before, but today we're interviewing her instead. So what's brought you back here?
Well, you guys on the phone the other day, but it's good to be back. Well, since you guys are calling it artist mode is what I'm in, I guess. I guess things have just really shifted for me in like terms of like being more serious about what I'm doing, career-wise, path-wise. As you all know, I make country music now. It's been a drastic change from how y'all knew me before. So that's what we're doing right now, and it's just been a slow, steady process, but things have kind of changed pretty drastically, I feel like. So I feel like that's what called me, like, being in the spot that I'm in right now.
Yeah,
so I guess it makes sense.
And we're glad you're back.
No, for real. It's been like 6 months, and
Oh
it's
my
definitely
God.
a drastic change. But since you're in artist mode now, I guess we got to like dive into what brought you to this place. And like, we know that you sing, but do you write all your own songs? You playing instruments?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
I write all my songs. I actually have never had anyone else write anything for me or with me, which is like good and bad because I kind of am like looking to collaborate with other songwriters and stuff. And there's just been a lot of like fallouts with like planning and stuff. And I honestly haven't experimented with it yet to see if that would be beneficial or not. But seeing as how like, successful singers and songwriters do it now, there's always 3, 4, 5 songwriters on the songs, like take Hardy, take Morgan Wallen, take Luke Combs, take whatever. But I play the guitar, not incredibly. I've played it for I don't know, like 6, 7 years now. Yeah, acoustic guitar. I'd love to play the electric guitar, but
I know, yeah.
all I can do is put on a leather jacket and just pretend. I play the acoustic guitar. I started with ukulele when I was I started with guitar when I was probably like 10. And then I got a red one. It was like a Taylor Swift vibe. I was like so excited. And then I would get so frustrated with it, I couldn't learn it. And then I traded it in for a ukulele that actually now hangs out in that wall over there.
Oh,
but
that's yours?
that was my newest ukulele. And then I painted it and said, you guys can have it.
Oh.
But I switched to that, and then I got pretty good at that. And then I got like 5 ukuleles, and I was playing like open mic nights and stuff with those. And so that kind of led me to be more comfortable to go and, do the next step and try acoustic guitar. And I'm kind of like a 4-6 chord girl. I can't really quite play live sets just yet for 3 hours, like all these talented, amazing people. But you could say I'm a campfire guitarist.
Cool. So I see like when you started playing the guitar, but when did you start singing? Was it like around the same time, earlier, later?
So I get this question a lot, and I feel like this is everyone's answer. Like I've just been singing forever, as long as I can remember. I always go back to this memory. It just makes me laugh because this is like probably the furthest I can go back to remember when like people started to like know me as like a singer, I guess. It was like probably 2nd grade. I was like 8. And I was like singing this song from like Camp Rock or something. I was like, damn, I sing this really good. And I was like singing it on the bus, and then like the girl next to me was like, oh my God, you can sing. And then she like turned back to the person in back of me on the bus and was like, listen to this girl sing. And I was like singing through the like crack between like the window and I was like,
Match I would have, but like so confident.
And we're like, oh my God, you're so good. And then I was like, okay.
I guess.
And then the normal thing goes on. I joined chorus in middle school, quit, go back, did select chorus. That was terrifying. That was my first audition. I was like, I had to have my ukulele. He made an exception for me because I would be so nervous if I like still to this day. I need to to this day I need to have my guitar and my ukulele if I'm like singing most of the time, or I like get wicked nervous.
So you think like singing and playing for you like go hand in hand?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
like, or what it like that attracted you to playing an instrument?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if. I mean, I can't even like picture like me not singing, so I don't know what it would look like if like I hadn't been a singer and then like maybe I would pick up a guitar. I don't know. I just feel like everything goes hand in hand. Like I don't even know if I would have this passion for music if I couldn't sing, to be honest. Like I don't know. Actually that's like terrifying for me to think about because I would be so sad. But it all goes hand in hand. But like, you know, I'm definitely growing and getting better and like being more comfortable with, you know, being able to like stand. I guess I just need something to hold. This is like so weird. Like,
I get that though.
I'm terrified of. I auditioned. Sorry, this is like so off track.
No, yeah.
I secretly auditioned for American Idol like 2 months ago or something. Randomly, I got like an ad. I didn't.
How
make
did
it.
that go? It was scary, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
must have been.
Yeah. Dude, like I didn't even like plan on doing that at all. And actually, hey mom, I auditioned for American Idol.
Not even I'm auditioning. I auditioned.
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone because I didn't know I was gonna make it, and I didn't, and that's fine. That's just God's plan. But whatever. My point is, I'm like so terrified of the thought of like how they do it on American Idol, where you just like literally have to stand there.
Bro,
with like they have like a hanging microphone.
So awkward. Like
you have to be like so certain with yourself to like just be there and be like, oh. Like I sing with my worship band at church, and like I have a mic stand, thank God. But like I need to like I'm like leaning into it, like I need something to hold. I need a guitar, I need a mic stand. So that is terrifying. But yeah, whatever. Just little things.
Yeah. So as for country music, has this always been like a passion of yours?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I mean, it's obviously developed a lot more deeply, a lot stronger in the last year, even months, whatever you want to call it. But since I was a kid, I listened to country music.
So you've always been a fan of like other country singers too?
It's just what I grew up with, like get in the car with my parents. Don't you dare put on Kiss 108 or 94.5. No. You put on 102.5. You put on 101.7. You put on 98.1. Or you put on K-Love. That's what I grew up with. So it's Christian music, country music, and you hide all that rap crap. And so then I had a phase, obviously, like we all do. Or, not a phase for everyone, just me. Where, you know, you're like a teenager and you're listening to rap music, whatever, and definitely got heavy into that phase, as you guys know. Even like the way I used to dress, the way I used to present myself, like it was all like kind of influenced by the music I was listening to and stuff. But yeah, it was like I said, 102.5, like that was always the radio station on growing up, which is so cool because 102.5 did an interview with me like a few months ago.
No way.
It was like,
and like knowing that you
I was like,
listen to that too, like just makes it so full circle.
Seriously, they played Blood Runs Deeper on the radio, and I was literally at work in the back office by myself with the door closed, like videoing myself on TikTok, and I'm like, no one was even there to like be like. But
that was like a moment for you.
Sorry, I just screamed into the microphone. But yeah, that is like I'm still.
And how is it going for you currently?
It's
like,
going.
Does it feel like?
Right.
Yeah. Does it feel fulfilling?
I would say. Everything just feels full circle.
Yeah.
Right now, and. It sounds cliche when I talk about it, but it's just like, this is like, I've never felt so right about like a decision I've made.
Yeah.
You know, because it's more than just the music, you know.
Yeah. It's a feeling that you have making the music.
Honestly, feel my best. I've never felt better with kind of who I am and what I'm putting out there, and you know, I just feel like I'm being the most authentic that I've been, and just hoping people are going to see that.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's great. And like, so I guess that kind of leads into a question that probably a lot of people would have. Like, they probably be like, "Is this a phase?" or like, "Is this what you're gonna do?" I kind of answered that already. Like, I feel like
you
this
touched
is it
on
for
your
you.
previous phase.
Yeah, I'll probably touch on like everything a million times, but because it just it's full circle.
It's all important.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, it is a reliable source to say that it could be a phase, but
Yeah, you
I
never know,
really
but, like,
hope that it's not.
I don't know. You seem strong in your convictions.
Because
so I feel
listen,
Especially because
listen,
you
girl.
grew up with it.
Yeah, listen, girl. I used to put on punk rock and scream at the top of my lungs in my car. I used to, whatever. I used to play Lil Durk and fucking
Yeah.
and whatever. No, I don't want to. Sorry, Mom.
Mama.
Mama! Can we make that a button on this soundboard?
Yeah,
literally.
we have to. I missed.
What was the
buttons,
question?
bro. It was.
Oh.
Do you think it's gonna be a
Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
pray to God it's not. Because I look back at myself and I'm like, what were you
But it was
doing?
probably like a
I'm not mad about it,
it
but
was
like
probably like a
I'm like-
teeter-totter just because like you've grown up with
Yeah.
country for so long and then
Yeah.
you finally were able to like
Right.
express yourself through something different
Yeah.
for a period of time
Yeah.
and then
And I'm always gonna be
back to the
passionate.
roots.
Yeah, and I'm always going to be passionate about all kinds of music.
Yeah.
And I still respect every kind of music and everything. I've been a musician. I've been an artist. You guys know.
Yeah.
I've done a lot with the studio. I've done a lot with a lot of artists. So I can definitely appreciate everything that everyone's doing, and it's still really amazing to see and watch. And I obviously still support. All my guys and girlfriends here, like, but for me, like, looking back, I'm like, what were you doing? Not gonna do that again.
You didn't feel like true to yourself.
No.
Yeah.
I just feel like I was trying to, like, establish this, like, image that went hand in hand with the music, and it's just, like, not who I am
Yeah.
at all.
Good for you though. You found
It
you found
shows,
what
too.
yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
You seem
it
more
definitely
comfortable
Yeah.
in the look that you're trying to come on.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. What do you have in the works right now?
Right now?
Yeah, what's next?
So I don't know if I should say all this, but it's a little bit jumbled. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, but I am testing my followers once again to see if we can get my music video to 20K, because it's at 12K. And I didn't think it was going to get past 1K, and then it got to 10K, and then I released a song because I promised I would at 10K. So I'm like, all right, maybe now if we get it to 20K, I'll do another music video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So you think it helps you get attention for your song? I mean,
Yeah.
it has to if you got that many
Yeah.
views.
And Aaron, he just did an amazing job. Everyone was so blown away with the music video. Like,
It was a good music
It was.
video. It was so good.
it was just like, it was kind of cool because I know and love Aaron, and I know his talent, and I know that he's absolutely professional, and
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be dope. And it was just like funny because, obviously, like, I know that I'm not going around being like, listen, like, this is going to be like, trust me. Like, no, like, everyone was just like kind of expecting me to have some like not good like music video just for it to be like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not like expecting you to like have it together, I feel like. So people were just like blown away because they had no like expectations, I guess. And
Yeah.
I didn't either. I just knew it was going to be great. And I just feel like the whole message behind the song in the video like played a big role in it, because otherwise, like, I don't think it would have done as well. I don't. It is a bummer that it didn't boost my streams as much on other platforms, but having building that fan base and whatnot on YouTube is a huge blessing too for where I'm at right now, and everyone's just had really amazing feedback. So
Yeah.
shout out Aaron Meighan.
I feel like the visuals too, like, really just draw people in.
Yeah.
So like,
I
don't know,
know.
people like
I
seeing a
love it.
music video for a song before like hearing it, like maybe on Spotify
Right.
or something, they'll be like, oh, like this is cool. Like I'm seeing both sides. Like I'm hearing it and seeing it.
Yeah.
So often that draws people in more, I feel like.
Right. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing another music video. I'm between two songs right now. or 3. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I have
The creative
a
process.
song. Yeah, I have a song recorded right now that just needs to be mastered. And then I'm probably going to roll that out soon. And then I have another one that I wrote that's pretty much ready to be recorded. Me and Nix are going to do that soon. And that one, I think, is what I'm going to do for the music video. But you never know what I'm going to do because I don't know what I'm going to do.
Gotta wait for those 20K.
For real.
Yeah, seriously.
Go watch her video.
I'm going to try to stick to that so people
Right
actually
now.
do it because I will probably just do it anyway. But I didn't say that.
No, not exposing ourselves.
So hopefully another music video on the way. Hopefully 2 or 3 singles in the next coming months.
Nice.
That's what I got right now.
Love that. So has anything like surprised you entering this new world of this new genre of music?
Surprised me. I guess.
Yeah, like have you learned anything new or like surprising even within yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I would say so. I would say that I was definitely surprised because when I came, I don't know if Gabe was here or not, but I came back from South Carolina and I walked in with my new cowgirl boots and it was like Aaron and Kevin and Nix and whatever, and I was like, I'm making country music.
Yep.
They were like,
What?
you go to South Carolina for a week and now you're a country, like,
Bitch goes to
I'm like,
South
listen,
one
my blood
time.
runs deeper.
No, literally, my blood runs
One
deeper.
time.
I promise. But, what is my point? My point is, when I said that, like, you can imagine their reaction. Like, I used to sing on drill beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does that? Just-
Quite the switch up.
They're laughing over there and I'm pretending not to see it. But my point is that was also everyone's reaction.
Yeah.
So it was like good that I kind of like got
Also, it's gonna
people's
turn heads.
attention.
Yeah.
But the surprise factor was that I was not expecting to have really a fan base at all. I was expecting this to go
That's
a
true.
lot worse and a lot slower than what I was doing before because it's not as popular in this area.
Yeah.
And just the people that I know, like, don't.
The fans that you had
The
already
people that I was around at the time
Yeah.
were not in that. Whatever. So I guess I was like, I knew it was going to be a lot harder, and it is, but you know, it's a lot better as well. So I guess it was surprising to see, you know, how many people gravitated towards like this transition and what I'm putting out now. So
That's cool because the fans that you had accumulated at that point had been for a whole nother genre.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so.
and then they kind of were like, see ya, but like it
drew
some
new-
people were like loved it too.
Yeah.
Some people, like, what was really great is there's so many people that I know that I'm friends with, or even that just reached out to me that, you know, I don't even know personally, that would tell me like, or I knew for a fact, like, they do not listen to country music. They don't like country music. They're solely like in their thing, like how I am with whatever that is. But they would tell me, I really like this. Like, this is really great. Or even if
You got
there's
good feedback.
or they would even say, like, you know, this isn't for me, but, like, you are in your element. Keep doing that. There have been a lot of people that I know from this studio that have told me that, like, you know, they wouldn't per se, like, listen to it in general. But, like, a lot of people have really told me that, like, they can see that, you know, I've really grown in this area and that I'm, like, it goes hand in hand with, like, it feeling right. You know what I mean? I feel like other people kind of see that too, and everyone's just been telling me, like, yeah, like, this is for you.
They respect
know?
you and they know you're talented regardless of whether it's like their type of thing to listen to. Like,
that's
people
how it
can
should
recognize
be,
talent
and I'm just
like
so
recognize
blessed by
something's
that.
good.
Yeah. But I also have been surprised by how many country musicians there are in Boston.
Really?
Right? The look on your face. Exactly.
I'm like, okay.
Where are they?
No, literally.
They're literally at bars every night. They have no time to post on social media. You don't know they're there. They are playing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They are
For real.
playing their butts off. Like, because now Instagram is amazing because the way that it generates everything,
algorithm.
you follow. I
follow-
switched
you-
my whole following.
Literally.
And then it generates and it generates and it generates. All my feed is country.
Yep.
I get all the ads for all country singers everywhere. Do you know how great that is for networking?
Yeah, for real.
They literally make it so easy. Like, literally, it's not hard to reach out to me. Do you know how many people I reach out to on a day-to-day basis? Like, and not a lot has happened yet, but they're there.
But you're trying.
They are there.
Yeah, you're trying.
But my point is, there are a lot of country musicians in Boston. You know, a lot of them are a bit older than us, and I think what's happened with most of them is they have a career, they had a career, whatnot, and now they're pursuing it, but they're also gigging. They're gigging every night. I'm not
like
gigging.
Bars in Boston
and they're getting gigs everywhere. So they're like being successful in that way. But I feel like there's so many people that just like aren't branding themselves, that aren't networking, that like I'm just like frustrated because I'm like, you're so good. I want to know about you. Like, can you like make yourself known, because you're literally amazing and nobody knows that there's a country scene in Boston.
Do you think it's because they just don't have the
tools? They don't know. But like
branding's like the most important part of like this industry at this point. Like, you can have the talent, you can have the music, but like if you're not putting yourself out there, like you're not really gonna get as far as
and I'm not speaking negatively about them in any way or whatever, because I wish that I was gigging like right now. I wish that I was playing live, and I'm working on it right now with my guitarist. But do I have a set list together yet? Not completely. You want to start performing live very soon. So jealous. And also just I need to like work on my craft. But so like they have things that I don't, you know, and I'm learning from like seeing these people on Instagram, on whatever, people that I have just met, like whatever. So I'm learning, you know, from, you know, older, wiser people that are actually playing live and whatnot. So I've learned from that too, just like seeing them and what they do and how they do it and stuff. And I've, you know, gotten to talk to some people, and you know, there's always other stuff you need to work on. But my point is, there are country music people in Boston, a lot of them. Yeah. And they're great. They're great.
Love that.
And I want them to be known, and I want to know them.
Yeah.
So if you're out there,
hit her up.
Click the link in my bio. You can contact me for free.
So I know you said that you've been like trying to network as much as you can. Like, do you ever think about like teaming up with them, like for songs, collabs, whatever, networking, all that stuff?
That's so that has also been more difficult. Like I said, it's like they're there, but it's scarce. So, you know, I've had people, you know, I've talked to a lot of people, and I've planned a lot of things, and not all of them have happened, but, you know, I schedule meetings now and then with people to talk about, you know, what they have to offer, what we can do, whatnot, you know, but I would love to collaborate with, like, literally any country artist.
Any country artist in Boston, literally, just to bounce ideas off of.
And a lot of them, like I said, they're playing live, but they're not recording. So, like, I'm in a spot where, like, I have been recording and putting out music prior to me getting live, which is, like, good and bad. And then, like, they're, like, opposite. So it's, like, we all have something that each other don't.
Yeah.
But
you can,
I wish, I just want to, like, grab them and, like, take them here and be like, all I need is your vocals and beautiful.
And we'll do it.
Beautiful.
Right, let's do it.
I would love to work with a male country singer from the Boston scene. You don't even have to be from Boston. Literally, just send me an open. I'll send you one. Whatever. Yeah. But I would love to collaborate with another country artist. But it is hard to find anyone, like, even near my age or near me physically that would collaborate. But so that's on my to-do list. Hopefully that'll happen soon, because I think that could really bring my songs to life. If I could do some country collabs, that'd be really cool.
Do you plan on staying as a solo artist, or have you like thought about like actually like
a band?
Yeah, like a band, just team up with, like you said, like even another male artist.
Collective.
Yeah, like a collective.
I think about this a lot. I mean, I'm kind of just open to you know, wherever this takes me, if that's the next best thing and that's an opportunity, I'm going to take it. If it works out well, that's what we're going to do. If that's what's going to get me further and, you know, get me live, get me, you know, if it's better, whatever. So I'm kind of open to that. I don't have a set, you know, decision about that. I, like, long term, I would like to be a solo artist. But would it be great to have a right-hand man who can sing harmonies with me and play the guitar with me, and we can do videos together and we can go play live and whatnot? That would be amazing. I do have a guitarist now, Gage, who's been recording with me. We've been practicing every week, trying to get a set list together so that we can go live. But he doesn't sing. He plays acoustic guitar, electric guitar. He plays bass. He's awesome. He's the best. And we get along so well. And he is
What's
like...
his name? Gage?
Gage.
Shout out Gage.
Gage Shaw. He's shy, so he's going to laugh at that. But he's awesome. And he's... Oh my God! I just like I need him to be heard. Like he's incredible. That's great. He started playing guitar like last year.
Really?
I'm like I've been playing since.
So did you know him before you?
Mutual friend.
Oh.
So one of my buddies, Colin, was like, my friend Gage, like he plays the guitar, and then he has another friend who plays the banjo, and I've sang with him a few times. And I was like, I need to meet these people. Like, because they'll just, like, spend, like, their casual Monday evening in the garage with a fire and a banjo and guitar.
Yeah. That's perfect.
And I'm like, okay, I'm coming over. Like,
you want to be in that
that's my kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so that's how, actually, I think it was just, we hadn't even met. And I had just been talking to him, like, because he gave me his information and whatnot. And he had shown me videos of him playing. And then one day we booked at Phoenix Down to do it. I wanted to do a song from scratch. This is my first song from scratch. So it's fully produced by Gage. So we met at my house and I took him to Phoenix Down and we recorded. And that song is not done yet, but it's fully produced by him. Nice. And it came out really awesome. And then just clicked from there. So I'd be open to a band if someone gave me the opportunity. It's tempting to like post on like Facebook groups and be like looking for a band.
Yeah, XYZ. I need
because like that would make my life a lot easier. But also it's tough because then you know you're splitting, you know what you're making with a whole band.
If they're not like on the same page as you. Like I feel like it would be
it's
more
just
beneficial
harder
maybe
gigging.
To, like, come across somebody,
I guess.
You know?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just kind of rolling with it and hopefully. I mean, a drummer would be cool see, like, it's tempting. Like, I want to say, like, give me a drummer, but then also it's like, okay, well, now you have a band.
Yeah.
And now you have, like, that's a whole thing. So, I don't know. We'll just see where it goes.
Yeah.
But,
cool. So, you said you recorded a song at Phoenix Down. So, obviously, we know you've been recording at Do Over Don't for some time. So, Phoenix Down's another one. Have you recorded at any other studios?
Have I? No. Yes. My first time recording in a studio ever. Oh my God, was I nervous.
Oh my goodness.
Me and Tempo. I think I have talked about this before. This is a whole other story that's so unnecessary for me to tell, but I'm going to tell it.
No, let's get it.
My first time ever going to a studio, ever, like, I thought that I was, like, being, like someone, like, found me, like I was being discovered.
You were being saved.
I was like, me? Saved. I sing? Like, let me.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll drive 2 hours to someplace I don't know on a school night. Like, my mom killed me. Oh my God. Yeah, second floor records. Bruno, shout out Bruno. He's awesome. Check out his music too. He's good. And he's an engineer and a producer. And he's awesome. So that was my first time ever at a studio. That's where I recorded Mind Games with Tempo, 10 Tempo, and that was my first time meeting him too, or that was before I knew any of these guys, and that's what like opened the door to all of this at Do Over Don't, because that was literally like 1 week prior to this studio opening, and then me and Tempo were back the following week, or the week of the opening, like 3 days after, and we just scratched what we recorded at the Peabody studio and just redid it here, unfortunately, but it just worked out that way. So that's how we did Mind Games, me and Tempo. The funny story behind this is the unnecessary part. Tempo had like Snapchatted me or something being like, come to the studio, like, and I was like taking it so seriously. Like I legit drove 2 hours to Peabody, Mass. I didn't even know what a Peabody was.
Oh, I didn't even know. I don't even know where the fuck
it was like 6 o'clock on a school, and I'm like, yeah, okay, great. Of course I'm gonna take that opportunity. I'm like, it was like such a big deal back then. Yeah, that's what like keeps me going. Is like I thought that was so cool at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm like
the studio.
The stew.
The stew?
Did you say guys? I just got invited to the stew.
Dude, on a school night.
Slept to the stew. Oh my god.
On a school night.
No, it's like my second home. But he had invited me, and then I got there. Oh, and he needed a ride. Like all of a sudden, right? And then Mezzo came. Shout out Mezzo, and whatever. We had no plan for what we were doing. He did not know. He didn't know that I sang.
Oh, so he
just didn't.
Oh, funny.
He
was like, yo, pull up.
But like he did know. He did know. He just like did not acknowledge it. He just like wanted me to come.
Yeah, he was not thinking. I was
like, do you realize that I just drove 2 hours? And mind you, the drive there was on a bend the freaking whole time. Damn. I'm in my SUV with like no power steering, and I'm like for 2 hours, like on a bend. It was not fun. It was not fun. And let me tell you, my mother murdered me after that.
The stew was open though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The stew's open. Oh wait,
sure.
No.
Like for you. Studio? Like for you. Like was this when you went? Did it like work out to anything?
Yeah, we recorded Mind Games and then scratched it.
Yes, this is
that
story. Okay.
I like got there. We had no plan for what we were doing at all, and he was like going through beats, and he's like, "Well, what do you want to write?" I was like, "We're writing." Like I just thought. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah. So we like wrote a whole song, and that took like an hour. We had like a 2-3 hour session or something. And it's just so funny looking back at it now. And then we ended up making a really great song. And then he just like, it should be his song, but it was my debut single, so he let me have it, which was nice of Tempo.
Yeah.
So
that's nice.
That's the story behind that.
How often are you recording now?
Pretty much whenever I get an idea, I just text Nix and then I show up here. So it's pretty inconsistent. I mean, it's just, you know, I'll be at work or I'll be driving in the morning. I always end up writing songs like on my way to work in the car, and it's like really dangerous. But because I'll be like typing and being like listening to beats on BeatStar and like whatever. But I don't know, it always works out that I like write a full song on my way to work.
That's where
maybe my commute's too long. But whatever. It'll always be like the day of. I text Nix and I'm like, I need to record this right now.
I need the studio time.
No.
He's like, great, love it. Or he's like, meh, but whatever. We get it done. And so that's my man. Love Nix. He is great. And he always is there when I need to be inspired.
Yes.
So, inconsistent with how much I'm recording, I guess, but I'm just trying to like have as much food for thought and just like get after it like ASAP and then come here and just like get it recorded. But lately I've been writing a lot, so that's cool. Hopefully I'll be recording a lot more soon.
Yeah.
Maybe for a project or something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you think you wanna drop an album, like, or more so like singles? Like, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm torn. I want to say that because I could record an album right now. I could.
You have enough stuff in the works?
Potentially. I have an idea for a potential album, but it might be more of an EP. It would be fully acoustic tapes, like Heart Wants was, like not fully produced songs, just like one take acoustic songs.
That's a good idea for an EP.
Yeah.
So I'm torn between doing that or just like using those as demos and then fully producing all of those songs, because I don't know. I mean, I want to at least roll out 2 or 3 more singles before a project. So hopefully that's what happens. But I want to do this acoustic project because, you know, and I'm still trying to figure out how Heart Wants is doing, if that is doing well or not. But if it continues to do well and people, you know, like it, I might do that because there were so many songs over the, oh my God, I keep hitting this, over the months, over the years that I've written on my guitar that I forgot about that are just sitting in my voice memos. And it takes a long time to fully produce a song that you wrote on your guitar.
True.
If anyone doesn't know that, it's very difficult and it takes a lot of time and it's very annoying when you don't have a band. That's why I need a band.
Okay,
but
so that makes sense.
I don't,
Time
like I said, it's all just whatever. But that would be useful to have a band in that scenario for recording purposes. But my point is, there are so many songs that I've only ever been able to just like play on my guitar because like I'm not a producer. I'm not going to like turn it into a beat. I'm not going to, you know, I could go record it with a live band or have Gage fully produce it like it did the other one, but it just takes so long. And I also just like the idea of the simplicity behind it. But they've just been sitting there. Like I can't do anything with them.
Yeah.
So then once I did Heart Wants and that worked out. So that was done 30 minutes.
Oh.
No way.
I took my guitar, mic'd it. We didn't even plug it in. Put a mic to the guitar. We took the mic from this small studio, put it up to my guitar. Me and Nix were like putting wires through the wall and whatever. And then I just did a 1 take vocally, and then we called it a day. I don't even know if he mixed it.
Sounded good.
So that was just so simple and easy, and it came out beautifully. And I don't know. So maybe I'll do an acoustic tape, like kind of like Warren Zyder's 717 tapes. Nobody here knows what that is, but you should look it up. Yeah.
So do you think from now on you're gonna only make country music? Are you still open to any genres coming into play or changing the way your music sounds?
Oh, that was shaky. I'm trying so hard to just like establish my niche and keep it consistent so that I can establish a fan base and also establish like my identity as an artist, as a person. So I'm trying to stay in just one lane here. But like it is tempting sometimes to like make a pop song.
Yeah, right.
Or like there are people that still hit me up and want to work with me that like don't make country music, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Can't do that anymore.
Do you think you're still like drawn to it anymore?
I wouldn't say that I'm drawn to it. I'm definitely open to it, and there are certain times when I think about it.
Yeah. And
you know, I have the freedom to do whatever I'd like musically or whatever. I know that I can. My friends always tell me that. They're like, Hope you can do whatever you want. I'm like, I know that I can, but I'm trying to like do something here.
Yeah.
Trying to establish something for yourself.
Yeah. It's so I guess I'm just trying to be consistent enough that like people aren't confused about who I am as an artist, because like I don't know if you guys know this, but I deleted like a lot of my music off platforms.
I actually did.
I deleted my whole EP.
The other day and we didn't see it.
Yeah, I deleted my EP, Hour 24. And I think I don't know. I can't remember. But all I have out now is Mind Games, because that's like still like a fun, catchy pop song. It wasn't so hard like hip hop, you know what I mean? So that was fine. And it was my debut single, so I didn't, whatever. Plus, Tempo's probably going to be famous one day, so I figure that should work in my favor. But, and no, people just really like that song. Yeah. But he will be famous one day. Mark my words. And I have my little Christmas EP out, my 2-song EP, and then I have Blood Runs Deeper and Heart Wants out. So I was kind of wishy-washy about what I should keep up there and what I shouldn't, because it was, it's hard to let that go. Obviously, I still have it in my documents, but I deleted them not because I didn't like them, because people didn't like them. It's just like I'm going around telling everyone I'm a country artist, and they look me up, and it's like, okay, you have one country song and 9
it's like a mix
hip hop songs. Like, what's going on? You're like, you're a liar. You're a liar.
That's true.
I'm like, I'm not. So yeah, I am just trying my best to establish a niche so that I can just be consistent, and then it'll be in people's brains. That's what I want. So I don't know.
That makes sense. Like,
I guess I'm open to everything. I'm just like I'm like fighting every instinct here.
Well,
because people are always like,
though, in like the future, like a lot of people once they have their established sound, like they go and do,
and that's when
rock,
maybe
metal,
I'll explore that.
Pop, you know.
And I love rock.
Yeah,
I
you
love
could do rock. You could do some country rock, like
literally,
girl,
country pop, all that.
I already got some of that in the ball, but Nick hates it. He's like, "Can you just stick to the poppy stuff?" But he's gonna kill me. Yeah, no, I just want to rock out, honestly. So maybe that'll be my my thing one day. I honestly just like want to be on stage with like 7 electric guitars and just like, dude, shredding. Absolutely shredding. And I'm just gonna be like, and basically my idol is Hardy, so look that up and you'll get a pretty good idea. But yeah, I just rock out.
So in your song Blood Runs Deeper, that's like the first time a lot of people heard about you wanting to move to Nashville and like just learning about this like countryside. So is that still your plan? Like, do you still want to move to Nashville, do all that out there?
I would love to move to Nashville, and that is the plan. I don't know when that plan is going to happen.
Yeah.
I hope it's someday soon, but also, I am, like, also very comfortable with, like, building myself here in Boston before I go out there. And, I had some people kind of sit me down and talk me into it more because I was, like, on this, like, high from, like, this whole country thing. Like, I was on this, like, crazy high, but, like, I'm going to Nashville. Like, this is what I'm doing. Like, I am doing this. Like, I don't care what it takes. And I mean, I still feel that way.
That's
but
good. You that's how you know it's not really
I
just a phase,
I guess you could see that, definitely.
That's
so that's the plan. I mean, right now it's not really an option for me to just like pack up and leave. It kind of requires money that I don't have.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Kind of requires a place to stay. I don't know. Kind of requires your ability to play live. So there's a lot of things I'm working out. And hopefully along the way while I'm trying to work all these things out, that something kind of just picks it up and moves it along, and I can just go, woo, all this hard work, and now it's just going, someone's going to send me there. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, it's the perfect place to go for country. Like there's literally no better place you could possibly go.
I know, and it's hard because it's like, you go to Nashville, that's what everyone does when they go to make country music, but also it's so saturated that it's like, do you really even have a shot? But it's also like, you see that everyone that I've seen that's from Boston or just in general that has gone to Nashville, they're all like successful because they went to Nashville.
Yeah.
Because they're playing live at Nashville.
Yeah, it kind of matters who you're around. And if you're around people like that, it's just like rappers going to LA, they want to network out there. And like that's the hub for it, you know? And
also, Nashville is one of the biggest songwriting states. Like, I'm a big songwriter. And I, like, even if I went to Nashville to, be a songwriter, like, let alone singing, like, people write, like, every single day. Like, everyone is writing in Nashville, like, every day. It's, like, a thing. Like, there are, like, everyone is meeting up to write. Everyone is having writing sessions. Like, they are writers. All, like, literally 90% of the songs you hear were written in Nashville.
True.
And it's because it's so saturated, which is good and bad, but there's so much like creativity and just food for thought from everyone because everyone is a songwriter in Nashville.
Yeah.
And if you're not, that's why you go to Nashville, because there's songwriters left and right. Yeah. And so I really want to go there for songwriting as well. I could even, sell songs that I don't want to use or whatnot. But that's hard for me because I'll probably end up wanting to make it my own anyway.
Yeah.
But, Nashville is the dream. I mean, right now I'm just kind of going everywhere I can for the time being. That whatever's convenient right now that works. But hopefully someday soon
I
I'm in
have
Nashville.
faith. You'll be there in no time.
I have hope, no pun intended.
That's a good one.
Thank you very much.
That's a good
No, I was just like flashback from last night when some guys said that to me, and I was like, okay, sorry. Didn't get that before.
I know I had to put
Sorry,
the
you're
corny
doing
joke
great,
in there
sweetie.
for the one time.
Oh my god.
But,
It's an everyday thing. Sorry.
It's every day, bro.
It's every day, bro. So throughout this whole transition, do you think you've gotten a lot of questions about, people questioning your identity?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably like the most.
Yeah.
And people have kind of, I feel like I've like been so hardcore about this that like people kind of just back down and they're like, okay, she's being for real.
Yeah.
But like I said, like when I came back from my trip and this whole like drastic life change like thing was happening, it was like so dramatic in my head. But it like honestly, like I would marry country music. Like I am like, you know what I mean? Like
I love that.
like I am like
that.
so pumped, and I was so pumped from the minute I got back from South Carolina, and it just like, pushed more and more. I went to Georgia. I went back to South Carolina. Whatever. Went back to Georgia, and just something about the South. It just like generated this whole thing, just this whole whatever. But like I said, when I got back, everyone was just like, "Are you serious? Seriously, Hope?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You don't listen to country." I was like, "Excuse me."
Do you think it was hard to convince people?
I definitely didn't spend much energy trying to convince people because what do I have to prove?
True.
But there was definitely a lot of people cracking jokes about it because seriously, like you know how I used to be, like I had this whole like image, like I'd show up. You guys remember, I would show up here with my long ass eyelashes, my any bedazzled jewelry I could find, my big sweatsuit, and I'd hop on a drill beat.
Yep.
That was me. And that's fine, but that is not me.
Yeah.
That is not me. And so going from that and everyone knowing me for that, like they were like, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. Country music, the opposite.
Yeah, literally.
Like, because I was also like probably acting like all like gangsta, like oh whatever, but like the truth is like I'm a country girl, guys. Like sorry. But it's so funny. I always tell people this. I'm like, because sometimes I'll be like, well, was I really that serious about country music growing up? Like, and then I always remember anytime I would start talking to a guy, I would say, if you don't like country music, we can't talk.
Oh.
So
it was a thing. I did. And I was serious. No, I'm kind of joking, but I'm pretty serious. So just know that. But so I'm like, yeah, no, you definitely have always really loved country music. So I keep forgetting what the question is because I'm just talking for so long. So let's just go with that.
My next question, what have you been doing to, kind of rebrand yourself and put your name out there in a completely different light?
Yeah. I mean, I'm really just like doing anything and everything.
Yeah.
I started vocal training, but it's good because I work with Mary Beth Bird, she was in like the finals of The Voice and whatever, and she's she's performing live and stuff. She's verified on Instagram. She's awesome. She works for a program, and she coaches me under the same program that Nick's works with, which is cool. He set me up with her, and but she's doing like a marketing or like a music marketing crash course with me. So she's been teaching me branding for weeks now.
Oh, that's dope.
It's not just like vocal stuff.
Yeah.
Because I really just need like tools for branding and marketing. So it's been super helpful. I've just been like taking notes every lesson, and it's just like I have all this like stuff, like things that I had never even thought of before. And I think a lot about this stuff. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Like, so now I have like all these tools and all these things written down. It's like my homework. I love it because I'm like not in school. I'm like, I have something to do.
And it's interesting to you, so obviously you're going to want to learn.
Yeah, and it's just like so exciting because I'm like, this has potential to like actually do something to like make my music heard. Like literally. And so I've been, reaching out to playlist makers on Spotify. I literally just like, this is my best advice. Reach out to everyone. Everyone. I was not doing that before, and I think that a lot of people don't really take the time to realize that, like, they need to be acting on this. And I'm not saying that I'm, like, per se doing this right or getting anywhere with it yet, but, like, the only reason I was on Country 102.5 is because I reached out. Yeah. The only reason that, people hear my stuff is because I shove it down their throats. I post on Instagram, like,
you got to be confident with the content that you're creating.
But that's what you have to do. And so I guess just like, you just have to you just have to literally assert yourself into every possible opportunity on social media and otherwise. Like, you will catch me at every karaoke night. You will catch me ending up singing with the band at a restaurant. Like, that's just me. I find a way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like even if it's just silly stuff like that, like, you just, like, having a business card, having, links that you can send to people, just talking to people. Everyone that I meet knows that I'm a country singer. Yeah. You have to tell everyone. Yeah. And it doesn't mean walk up to them and go, hey, I'm a hotshot. I make country music. Listen to me. No. Yeah. If you are a normal person who knows how to have conversation, usually when you meet a person, they like to ask you a little about yourself. Yeah. So mention it. Yeah. That's all you have to do. So and especially when you travel. Like, I went to Georgia for a weekend a few weeks ago to help out with a car show and whatnot. And I posted this on my Instagram. They had this, like, music truck set up with, like, these, we were, like, inside in a car show. So it's this big, like, arena thing. I don't know, whatever they call it. And they had these big speakers, and the guy running it, like, he played my song. So everyone heard it, and it was loud, and, then everyone knew, oh my God, that girl sings, she makes, like, what? Yeah. Everyone heard it. And, from that, I was talking to all these people that I hadn't met before, and, like, they're looking me up, they're following me. If they're not, do you know how many friends on Facebook I got after that weekend?
Oh, everybody got Facebook.
You know why?
For real, everybody.
Dude, Facebook has been my biggest marketing tool. I was just literally, like, it's the little stuff. I was playing in the backyard, playing my guitar for the neighbors, like we do. And they're videoing me. They're posting it on Facebook. One of their neighbors, Tish, she posted it on her Facebook. And she's like, just a little thing. This girl makes country music. She's amazing. Give her, like, friend her on Facebook for updates. And do you know how many requests I got? I was like, it's that easy. Yeah. Play your guitar for 4 people in the backyard. You have 60 new followers.
Hey, you didn't even have to ask.
And
literally.
Like, literally just be like if you're authentic and you are just, like, actually care about it, like, as much as I feel like I do, like, there's no way for it not to, like, work out, you know? Like, I am literally doing everything in my ability when I'm not feeling lazy to, like, make this work, because it is literally life or death. I have no other option. I'm sure I do, but do I want them? No. No.
See your dream.
This is, like, I can't imagine my life without this. So what am I going to do? Am I going to sit here and, like, you know what I mean? Like, just talk to people. Yeah. Talk to people.
How do you combat the little blow to the confidence, I guess you could say, after, like, reaching out and, like, not being,
like, people saying no and stuff,
or, like, people just not hitting you back, or, you know, like, how do you stay motivated?
I guess, like what I just said, this is life or death. So, I mean, you know, and they said this in the crash course the other day. Whoever was on the video, they were like, it's a proven statistic that you're always going to get more no's than yes. It's a proven fact. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're just, or regardless, it might have been just in general, but it's true. You're going to get more no's than you get yeses, and you just have to accept that. It's like anything in life. It doesn't work out, you move on, you try it again. You don't just give up. You know what I mean? So I just feel like you would just be like, it would not be efficient or you know, it wouldn't progress you anywhere if you were to just like back down after you got
if you shut down after the no.
You're just like going backwards.
I feel like that's a thing.
Oh, okay, it didn't work out. I'm just gonna not ever try again, so it's gonna make my chances worse.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What's the logic in that?
People do that all the time, so, and then it doesn't work out because I feel like people are really afraid to reach out, not even like asking for help necessarily, but like you can ask for help too in this stuff. Like people who are more connected than you and who can help you out. Like I really feel like that's a big problem. With people not
or
doing
even
that.
like not even asking for anything, just even like promoting yourself to people or
right.
being like, yo, like I would appreciate it if like you made a comment about this or like told me what you check me out or even told me what you thought about it or whatever.
Honest thoughts.
Yeah.
People like also don't want to share that either. Like
like I love
like it, they'll be like, it's good.
It's
like,
so
yeah,
good.
no, like I
no,
keep hitting this. I love constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to cry sometimes, like most of the time. But I love it because I like sincerely, genuinely like I need to know what is working and what's not.
Yeah.
And same thing with like it's a different scenario if someone says no to you and you give up after that or whatever. If you were, you know, seeing what works well and what doesn't. Okay, that didn't work well. I'm not going to do that again. That's different. That's like just whatever. That's just how life goes.
Yeah.
But there's always a next step. There's always a solution. There's always an alternative. Like there is always another way to like there's always something else that you can be doing. There is always something else. So, you know, it's hard sometimes. Like the other day, I reached out to probably 10, 15 Spotify playlist makers, and one of them got back to me, and he said, just listen to it. It was great, but doesn't fit our playlist. Sorry, best of luck. Like, that sucked to hear, because I was like, what do you mean it doesn't fit your playlist? You have Hot Country 2022. Oh. Okay. So I was like, damn, like maybe I'm not like at that. So that kind of like humbled me a little bit because like I feel like Blood Runs Deeper is so
harder,
great.
bro.
Like
that's what that's telling.
And I just
Literally.
feel like it's so catchy that like I'm like, why would anyone not like this? I'm like, I've learned to just like really love it. I used to like not even really think it was that great, but it's just done really well. And so that was kind of hard for me to hear because I was like, I mean, is it because I have no following? Probably because everyone on there was like hotshot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were like real like artists. So probably just like wasn't looking for a nobody to put it like frankly, you know what I mean?
Better term,
yeah.
And that's just the reality, and that's what you're gonna get a lot. But if you're not doing that, you're gonna stay a nobody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
you have to be a nobody to be a somebody.
Per se, like multiple times before you really get to
and
where you want to be. But
builds
I mean,
thick
you
skin,
have to.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. Builds character. You need it. Honestly, like everybody does if they want to get anywhere.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I've gotten up in front of people and sang horribly because my friends told me to, but they love it?
Yeah.
I'm like, that sucked. That was actually the worst.
What are you talking about?
And then they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So I just do it again, and then it sucks again. And then I do it again, and I mess up again.
Yeah,
like,
the more you do the harder things, like, the more you're going to be prepared to do the hardest.
And I'm my worst critic.
Yeah.
Like, because seriously, like, sometimes I literally don't understand what people are talking about. I'm like, what? That was not good at, like, in any shape or form. Like, but they, like, people love it. And, you know, I think it goes hand in hand with your energy and who you are and that vibe you give off and whatnot. So I feel like hopefully that's attracting people with me. Because, I don't know, I just try to keep it light and fun, and maybe people like that even when I sound terrible.
It does have a lot to do with your energy, because if you're, as long as you're confident, like, there's nobody,
and I mean,
nothing anybody could tell you.
You just have to be, and I'm not confident all the time, but I'm, like, confident now from, like, doing this stuff that, like, if it doesn't go well, it's okay, because people generally still enjoy it, and if they don't, they're going to forget about it by tomorrow. Yeah, so, like, what, you know what I mean? But something that really struck me when I was in Georgia, one of my aunt's neighbors had said, you know, because there was one night I was playing in the backyard, and then, like, I'm sorry. Can we get some
Yo, let me get that.
We put that in the bloopers.
Ew.
That's all right, too.
That's my blessing to the.
Are we cutting this out?
Me being
just
the
rolling
new
with it?
co-host. It's my blessing.
You gotta
to
fuck up
guys.
somehow, bruh. Wait,
I'm getting a hot flash.
The windbreaker's about to fall, you said?
All right, so we had a brief intermission. Don't know what we got on camera or not, but we are back after the intermission.
I was saying something.
You were speaking a story. We were talking about your
Georgia. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was
Georgia.
Georgia. I came back like a peach.
Period.
But
As
anyway,
you should.
That was embarrassing. There was. I think I was saying there was something that struck me. Oh, that's right. I was talking about how, like, you know, and perfectionism and, you know, things aren't going to always be great, but, like, people still kind of gravitate towards it, I've realized. So that's, like, made me, like, not so, like, paranoid and, like, perfectionist about it, because a lot of people have kind of just been, like, gravitating towards, you know, me singing or playing or whatever, even when it's, like, not perfect and not all together or there. And that led me to my point, because when I was in Georgia, a friend of mine, well, now a friend of mine, he didn't know me really at the time. He just heard me playing in the backyard, my guitar, and the guitar was literally out of tune. It was hanging up on the wall in my guest room I was staying in, conveniently. And it hadn't been touched in years, hadn't been tuned, so I tuned her up. It still was not great. It was just banged up. So the guitar was out of tune. I was out of tune. And whatever. So I was just, like, playing songs and stuff, and my aunt and uncle had told me afterwards, when I went back to Georgia, that he had said that first time that he saw me playing, it wasn't, he said, it wasn't perfect, and her singing wasn't perfect, I guess. But something about it made me just want to keep watching her, is what he said. And that really stuck with me because, like, I don't like I was saying, like, energy matters, I guess. I guess it means a lot to me that people are gravitating towards me when it's not perfect. And I'm not saying that, I feel weird saying this because I feel like I'm, like, patting myself on the back, but I'm not. But he said that I had the it factor, which also really stuck with me because that's given me a lot of, like, security with myself, like, feeling like, okay, I'm not crazy, like, okay, like, people are actually kind of seeing, like, how I feel, and I'm just a big believer in, like, what you feel and what you think, like, is what you're gonna put out to people.
Attract,
you know what I mean? Like, how you feel is what you're gonna attract, and so that's just meant a lot to me, and that's, really secured me with, like, being okay with not being perfect, and that just really meant a lot to me, that, like, that gave me, that was the thing that's, like, has stuck with me, that, like, really is keeping me going.
Especially because it was at a time where you weren't at your full, you didn't feel like you were at your full potential.
It was terrible. I was singing a banged up version of Wagon Wheel, which isn't even, like, you know what I mean? So that was just really sweet of him, first of all, but that really just stuck with me, and I don't even know if he knows that I know that, but and probably just thought it was nothing when he said it, but yeah, it's just little stuff like that has really helped me grow.
Yeah, totally. What can we look forward to from you in the near future?
Well, hopefully you can look forward to a lot of things. I hopefully am setting a release date for my next single in the next coming weeks.
Cool.
Probably give it a month. But like I said, I have a few singles in the works, and we talked about that acoustic project. Don't know when or if that's going to happen, but get ready for Christmas because it's country Christmas this year.
Yes, sir.
And we are doing it again. So I know it's only October, but hey, maybe I'll do a little spooky
country vibe.
Spooky country?
That's different.
Country Monster Mash?
It's like, oh my god, that's so funny that you said that, because, oh my god, I just sent it to you guys. I saw this reel on Instagram yesterday. I love these people. It's Thomas Mack Music, and I'm forgetting the other guy's name, but you'll see them together on Instagram. Well, you guys aren't going to think it's funny, because I'm just a hillbilly.
Send it.
they did like they always do like these parodies, and he was like, "We did the country mash, we did the mash," and it was just they cracked me up. They literally like have me in tears. They were so funny, and I saw that yesterday, so that was just funny that you said that.
Yep.
But yeah,
Perfect synchronization.
Hopefully, just gonna be releasing a lot more from now on, and so look for. Definitely, that music is so loud. Look for. I will say this: I have 2 singles that I'm very excited about.
Yeah.
One of them will have a music video. I don't know when. I don't know which one. But there will be a music video, and it will be great.
Excited to see
hopefully.
it.
But the 2 that I'm hoping to put out soon are kind of like same vibe as Blood Runs Deeper, and so I'm excited for that because it's like fun and catchy and stuff like that. So that's exciting. And just be sure to look for updates on my Instagram for all that good stuff.
Tag your Instagram.
Yes, Hope Shanley Music.
Hope Shanley Music.
You got
Follow
it.
her on
At
Instagram.
Hope Shanley
You'll see it
Music.
down below.
And
something.
yeah,
I don't
so
know. You do it
look
somewhere.
her up on YouTube, Hope Shanley Music, Spotify, Apple.
Check out my music video with Aaron Meighan.
Yup.
Yes, sir.
Get me to 20K so I can do another music video. That would be great.
Incentives, baby.
For real. So, do you have anything else you want to add before we close things out today?
I think I've put the cherry on top quite a few times, so I'm just gonna shut my mouth. But no, I'm kidding. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys. This is so fun to like the turntables.
I know, yeah, the turntables.
If anyone watches The Office, you know that.
Yeah.
But the tables have turned. Yes, they have. Oh, we already said that. Crap. Yeah, no, this is fun, guys. Thank you guys so much for letting me rant and whatever. I've been wanting to talk about this stuff, so I'm just grateful you guys gave me this opportunity.
Yeah, of course.
And this is gonna be a great first episode back. I feel like it's just like
the
a perfect,
return.
perfect return.
Seriously, because we're like.
Literally, I love it.
And you're a great addition, might I add.
Thank you. I know, I had a lot of fun with this. I'm not going to lie, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, well, thank you guys so much.
No, thank you so much.
Thank
and everybody, look forward to episodes every week. We'll be back. Yeah, I don't know. You got anything else to add?
No, I just want to say thank you, Hope. Thank you, Lexi. Great co-host. And this was a great first interview, and I'm really excited for what we got planned for y'all for the future.
Tune in, guys.
Do over don't.
Shout out DOD.
Shout out everyone that I mentioned. Remember their name and look for them because they're all amazing people, and I work with amazing people, so find them.
Period. Period.
And we're out.
And
How did we used to do this?
I don't know. Pink World.
Just enter the part where we spilled stuff.
Yeah, just cut to that. Just cut to that. That was my blessing to everybody.
America runs on Duncan. Out. Seriously, can Duncan sponsor me?
DOD.
No, for real. Biggest collab of the fucking century, dude.
Wow, that was a big swear. Mama!